The other day, I was giving advice to a brand new streamer that had stopped in my chat over on Twitch TV about whether it mattered which game you played or not on stream. I told him it did indeed matter and was immediately called out by another person in my chat that my advice was wrong and that they had watched a video by Harris Heller who said in that video that it didn't matter which game you played. I pushed back a bit and was then told it was also said by several other streaming coaches, which admittedly are larger streamers than myself, and that basically I didn't know what I was talking about. The funny thing is, I actually watch Harris Heller quite regularly and several other streaming coaches. And overall, I think they provide great solid advice, which I myself have learned from. Also, I've actually seen the clip where Harris Heller says this. However, I think what he was really saying is that what game you played on stream wouldn't prevent you from being a successful streamer, and overall didn't matter much either way, thus making it unimportant. However, to say that it doesn't matter at all is simply not true. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel, friends. If you're a regular here on the channel, don't forget to drop a like and leave the hashtag OMG down in the comments below so that I know who you are. If you're new around here and you like videos related to streaming, like this one, don't forget to subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button below, as well as ring the bell next to it to be notified when I post new videos. Also, I stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evening. So if you have any questions or feedback about today's video, feel free to drop in and say hello whenever you see me live. The link for my Twitch page, as always, will be down in the description below, and I'll also put it here on the screen. All right, with the formalities out of the way, let's dive in. There's a common trend you notice about streaming coaches giving advice to brand new streamers. And to be completely honest, it's most likely something that I do as well. You see, we discover that there are things that we were told we should be doing as new streamers that we find out just don't really matter that much for our particular streams, so we end up not doing them, even though they will most likely help our streams, even if it's just a small bit. We do this while still doing other things that don't matter that much because they fit in with what it is we're trying to accomplish. Using the example of playing a specific game on Twitch, I can tell you from experience that there are definitely certain games I play on stream that I can prove with data from my Twitch channel that do in fact lead me to have more viewers for that live stream, as well as gain more followers compared to other games. For example, one of those games for myself is Dead by Daylight. Is the difference hugely significant? No, but nonetheless, there is still a difference between the games. But here's the problem that some new streamers face, which leads to people like Harris Heller saying it doesn't matter which game you play. They hear that certain games can get you more viewers or followers, so they end up playing a game they don't enjoy as much as they would another game, which then leads to a boring stream because they just aren't having fun, which ends up leading to maybe more people stopping into your live stream, but then ultimately leaving because your content is boring AF. However, it doesn't change the fact that it's still true that certain games will get you more viewers and followers versus others. However, most rules we know about growing as a new streamer by and in themselves have very little impact on actually growing your stream. It's the commitment of following lots of these little small rules that add up that lead to a channel that starts to grow instead of, most of them which simply don't. What I believe personally that Harris Heller was saying in that video is this: you can play whatever game you want as a new streamer and still grow your live stream. While it may be true that a certain game would get you more viewers, what is also true, and probably more impactful, is that if you play a game you are having a lot of fun with, and you then take that content, repurpose it, and then post it onto a platform that offers better discoverability, you'd be much better off than just picking a game that does well on Twitch. And he's right. If you're looking to grow on Twitch, it's probably one of the best things you can do right now. In fact, I myself have done a video about this very thing and saying that it's probably the best way to grow on Twitch in 2020. However, this still doesn't change the fact that playing the right game does make a difference. Obviously, the best case scenario would be to do both. Create content on other platforms to push people to your live streams, but also play a game that does well in getting new people to your live stream right from Twitch, but only if you actually enjoy that game. Now, my point is not to argue about who's right or wrong, but instead to point out this. If you want to grow, if you want to succeed, you need to be open to taking in all advice given, but then you need to test it out for yourself. You need to think for yourself. You need to try for yourself. What works for one streamer and help them to grow won't necessarily work for another streamer to grow. For example, if we all tried to become the next Harris Heller, the market would be flooded with that type of content, and the chances of succeeding that way would continue to decrease as the competition increased. To give another example of what I'm talking about, it's pretty well known on this platform, YouTube, that in order to be successful, you should niche down and focus on the same type of content on your channel. However, personally, I have no interest in growing a channel where I can only talk about one thing. So does this mean I can't make it as a YouTuber versus someone like my friend that I was talking to with the other day that has grown his channel and done so by niching down? Well, I just broke 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it doesn't look to be slowing down anytime soon. My friend, he's grown as well. He's about to hit 2,000 subscribers, but the difference is he's unhappy about being stuck in that box and is looking to create content around other stuff as well. Who's right? I don't think it's about who's right, because what's right depends what it is that you are trying to accomplish. Personally, I'd rather have 10,000 subs and make the content I want to make while maybe only making 50,000 a year doing so. But maybe someone else's goal is to make $1 million a year. Just know you risk the chance of not being able to create the exact content you want if you choose the latter. Thinking about this stuff and deciding exactly what you want and what your goals are is what leads you to then make what I think is the biggest win and the biggest takeaway from all this. It allows you to decide which of the rules to follow and which ones to break. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please, again, make sure you hit the like button down below, as well as subscribe to the channel by hitting the red subscribe button below, and ring the bell next to it to be notified when I post new videos. If you'd like to discuss this further, like I said, I do live stream over on Twitch TV myself, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evening. Again, you can find the link here on screen, or I'll drop it down in the description below. I'll be happy to chat further about it. And until next time, peace out, everybody.